Programang ito ay rated SPG. Striktong patnubay at gabay ng magulang ang kailangan. Maaaring may masiselang tema, lengguwahe, karahasan, sexual, horror o droga na hindi angkop sa mga bata.
Hello everybody, how you doing? Thank you for tuning into my channel. What's yours is mine. Now we start off with Marissa, Elise. We're sitting at the table with Marissa's mom. You know, she's feeding them and she's calling Gabriel to come down. And Gabriel comes down. They're like, "Oh, come sit down and eat dinner, you know, or eat breakfast with us." He's just like, "No, no." And then Marissa's like, "I want to go down to the office." So Elise is like, "Will you take her?" And you know, Gabe's not feeling good about it. He's like, and Marissa's mom's catching on. She knows, you know, she sees all this funny stuff going on, and finally he gives her a ride down there. You know, he says, "Buckle up." She's like, "Oh, why do you want me to buckle up? Is it for our child? Are are you worried? You know, thanks for the safety." He's like, "No, it's just, you know, it's safety reasons." They're down at the office. He orders her some food. You know, they had some food delivered to her in her office, and she's like looking at it. "Oh, your daddy, he cares for you," you know, talking to herself, you know, telling her kid, her baby in her stomach, that, you know, it's me and you and your daddy, we're going to have a great time. And, you know, so then they go home, and he brings strawberries to Elise. He's all, "Here you go, Elise." You know, he gives her a kiss. You know, she starts, "Oh, thank you, strawberries." And then, you know, she's like, "Oh, here you go, Marissa." He gives her some, and he's not really too happy. And Marissa's all happy, and Marissa's mom's noticing it. You know, all this crazy stuff. You know, like Gabriel doesn't feel comfortable in a room with her. So later on, they go to bed. They go down to the doctor's office to check the babies. Marissa finds out she's having a boy. Elise's baby's having heart problems. They're saying, "Oh, it's not a problem. You know, just take these pills, and you gotta relax, and you know, just calm yourself. You know, and you know, your pregnancy should be okay." Now, Gabe takes her home, or takes them both home, and you know, Elise is, you know, he's taking her in the room, and he's, you know, holding her and kissing her, and Marissa's all jealous, you know. She's like, "Oh," and she's kissing her, and she walks in, and she starts throwing a tantrum, throwing everything down on the ground, and, you know, she starts bleeding. So she's like, "Ah, ah," you know, and Elise and Gabriel in the other room, and so he jumps up, and Elise is like, "Go check on her." So, you know, she's like freaking out. He brings her out, you know, she's like, oh, she's bleeding, crying. Elise starts, you know, crying in the other room, and now she's bleeding. So they're both having, I don't know, miscarriages. So he has to take them, put them both in his SUV, take them to the hospital. He first gets Marissa on the, you know, the gurney with the nurses. They bring her in, and then, you know, he goes around and grabs Elise, and then the guards or the nurses come out, and they put her on there, and all the nurses take off, and Gabe goes with her into, you know, the emergency room, and Marissa's left with just one lady nurse pushing her, so she's all bummed out, like, why is everybody going to her and not me? So she's all freaking out. They take both ladies into different rooms. Elise, they give her medication. They said she's going to have a C-section. Marissa's crying in the other room. They tell Gabriel has to leave the emergency room because they're going to have to give her a C-section, and he's not allowed in there. So him and Marissa's mom are sitting in there, and then they come back out, and they're saying, "Marissa's not pushing. She's not going to push your baby out." So Marissa's mom goes in there and tries to calm her, but, you know, she ain't doing nothing. So what they're showing tomorrow is I guess Gabe has to go in there and have her help push. Elise is going to have her baby, but it looks like it's not breathing. So I think his baby or her baby's gonna die again. His Gabriel's dad's coming down there and he's screaming, "It's all what? She's having another miscarriage. This is all her fault, And he's freaking out. And I think Marissa's baby's gonna be okay, and she's having a boy. So I think she's gonna be trying to talk to Gabriel's dad, saying, this is gonna be a weird story. The spider web is big and it's all untangling. So let's see what's going on tomorrow, man. This is getting crazy. Hopefully, maybe they bring Elisa's baby back. Revive the baby. We'll find out tomorrow. Thank you for all tuning in. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Salamat po for all that is subscribed. And everyone from my wife's channel, salamat for tuning into my channel, since she's having me do it until she feels better. We're having problems at the house. My 97-year-old dad's not doing too well. So it's getting a little crazy around here, and I apologize. I shouldn't be telling everybody my story, but it's just a bad time right now. So I thank you for tuning in, and hope to see you tomorrow. Salamat, and stay safe. Put a mask on, gloves on, and stay safe. It's crazy with this coronavirus and everything else out there. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.